I feel like a lot of people that turn to the arts actually have a lot of people pleaser in them because what is, a show without an audience? What is, a movie, TV show, stage performance? It's like you have to please a certain crowd. Doesn't have to be every crowd, but people have to like what you make.
Yeah.
Otherwise, then you won't make any money. So I relate to the people pleasing aspect of it. And even your job, like you said, Vivian brings you an idea. And of course, for you, you're like, okay, well, I want to make her an idea that she will like.
Oh, totally. And I've talked about this before, that when we're writing songs for her shows, we're not really thinking like, oh, what is the audience going to think? How are we going to please them? It's all about her. Like, it's how, because this is such and both of them are such auteur projects where it's really all about like, how do we represent her vision? Studio stuff, you can think more like, well, how is the audience in general going to take this? But something that is so creator driven, it's all about like, is Viv gonna like this song? Is Viv gonna like this musical thing and that element of it? So I like to say that we're really creating for an audience of one, and then it's her job to think about the audience as a whole. But that kind of, one of the things that's so lovely about writing for these shows is that doesn't really become our problem.
Yeah. Oh, that's gotta be like a little stressful though, because like that fandom is huge.
Yeah, we went to the premiere
we
for
did.
Hotel, and there was like 1 million people in the theater, like already dressed up and ready to rock and roll. I'm like, wow.
And we were put in like the celebrity one.
Yeah.
Like, did you know that?
Yeah, it was
I
pretty
don't know
cool.
who pulled what strings or who knew that we were going, but they were like, no, put them in that theater. We were like, okay.
Hell yeah.
Could have been Morgan.
We were just happy to be there. We were just, us and our little gang. We all had so much fun.
It was fun. I had such a blast.
Yeah.
And then it's, personally, my favorite character is Husk.
Oh.
And like Husk is like everything. Okay, Keith David.
I
love
legend.
Keith David.
Legend.
Yes.
I love Keith David from Gargoyles being Goliath to Spawn, my favorite comic book character.
Yeah.
But also
on camera, The Thing. Oh my God. They Live.
They Live. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Everything. And from the Pitch Black too, when he did all those
I liked him in Princess and the Frog.
Princess and the Frog. Yes.
That was our jumping off point too when we were writing for, because that was the first thing I could think of when I think like, oh, we have to write a song for Keith.
Yeah.
The first thing I could think of was like, oh, well, here's Keith singing a song.
Yep.
And what Friends on the Other Side is such an incredible song.
Yes.
The whole Princess and the Frog soundtrack is amazing, but I think Friends on the Other Side is like standout.
Yeah, I agree.
But part of it was figuring out like, well, what do we do for Keith that doesn't feel like we're just doing Dr. Facilier?
Yeah, it's got to be different.
Yeah.
Well, his character is just like, it's right up my alley. He's a bartender with like a little attitude and cards and whatnot. I'm like, oh, and the yellow eyes. I'm just like, it's like dream come true. I'm like,
oh yeah,
chef's kiss.
Oh,
but that
so
song,
cute.
the Loser one, Loser, baby. I love that song.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So many great songs. And I also read somewhere, and I'm curious if this is true, that you're the scratch track for a lot of these artists. Where
for
you're,
all of them.
For all of them?
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yeah. The only thing that I was not scratching was Erica's part in More Than Anything in season 1.
Real? That's high.
Yeah, it's way in the rafters.
Actually, you had pointed out the music sheet, the music stand I had out there.
Yeah.
That's the song I sang that booked me that show.
More Than Anything?
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That is actually the song that most people talked. And for me, I would have never expected that it would be that song in particular, but that's the number one thing people talk to me about at like conventions and stuff like that. They say, oh, More Than Anything, I have this relationship with my dad that's fraught sometimes, and like who doesn't have issues with their dad?
Who don't in this community?
I mean, come on. It's I used to joke that like one of the reasons that everyone that it's always so cutting when someone's like, nah, daddy issues, is because everyone has them. It's never not true. It's like every single person on earth has issues with their dad.
Yeah.
It's just, I think part of it is just, I would say maybe the median quality of dads in the world. I think it's why are you putting that on the people receiving the dads? It's on the dads.
Yeah, come on, dads.
Yeah, come on, dads. Dads.